What's up, YouTube? This is Dave Views, and this is one of my favorite creators, the Poor Man Podcast. And we're going to look at this reaction video. It's about some things that Billie Eilish said about men, even though she's supposed to be body positivity and all that. But we're going to see how it goes.
What's up, YouTube? Poor Man Podcast back with another video. Give me the HBO special. That's a help brother out special. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. Let's get right into the video.
All right, listen. It's 2022. Dinner dates are not cutting it for me anymore. I could buy my own food. Want to come over and watch a movie?
Oh, it must be a compilation including Billie Eilish. Let's keep going though.
Why? I can watch it by myself. No. Let me see your toolbox. My shower doesn't drain. The disposal makes a weird clicking noise. And you bet your ass I'm not sitting these pretty ass hands down there to see what's going on.
Oh, man.
Show me what you're going to add to my life. Show me that you're going to make my life easier.
Oh.
Dinner dates are not cutting it. Dinner dates are... Show me something.
Is that relationship nowadays? It just the man has to make the woman's life easier. That's it. That's the whole point. Wow. I thought y'all was two people that love each other, trying to have a good time and live the rest of your life forever because you love each other. That's what I thought, but maybe not.
That I don't already know. Take me somewhere that I already haven't taken myself. Make my life easy. Show me what you're putting on the table. Because some good morning and good night text, I can send that to myself. At dinner, I can take myself to a dinner. A movie, I'm gonna watch it by myself.
Oh, man.
Show me what you can do for me. And I'm an independent woman, so that's gonna be real fucking hard. That's gonna be real tough.
Look, like, if you were really independent, you wouldn't have to get online and say it all the time. Like, people who are really independent don't do that. I love how she's talking about being independent, yet the whole video, she's online begging men to come fix her appliances. And it's crazy because some dude's actually gonna do it. Some dude's gonna be in her DMs like, hey, baby, you ain't gotta do nothing for me. I'll do it for you. I'll come and fix all your appliances. I ain't gonna ask you for a thing. And she should let him do it, too, because if there's a man that doesn't value his money or time enough to give it away to some random woman on the internet, then he should be taken advantage of. He's a simp, and women are going to take advantage of simps. Hey, men do not like independent women. We like to be dependent on. That's how we find purpose. That's how we find fulfillment. So you can complain all you want. You can say, well, man just can't handle an independent woman. No, we just don't want independent women. And I don't want to...
So, Poor Man Podcast, this is something that I'm not sure I agree with. I do know men want to be dependent. I do know that men want to be depended on. I do know that we want to be useful. But that should not be the only thing that gives you purpose. That shouldn't be you helping her out. That shouldn't be the only thing that gives you purpose. That's the only thing where I disagree at somewhat. But I see what he's saying. I see what he's saying.
Have to handle the person I'm in a relationship with. That's just weird. I'm not a damn zookeeper. I don't want to have to handle anything.
Facts.
People who
No one
like
wants
to be
to handle
alone and
anybody.
actually are independent don't go online and say they're independent all day. You'll never hear a man say, I'm an independent man. It's just cringy.
The most beautiful girls get asked by the worst dudes to prom, and they're like, yeah, because they finally found someone that likes them. Why is every pretty girl with a horrible looking man? I don't understand. Whoa. Listen, I'm not shaming people for their looks, but I am, though. You give an ugly guy a chance, he thinks he rules the world.
Whoa, you're going crazy.
I swear to God. Because they got a hot...
Let a guy say that, bro, he'd be canceled. People be all on Twitter going crazy. Females on Twitter be going crazy, especially if this was directed toward black women. Black Twitter been going crazy, but it's not. So I'm not gonna say, nothing else about that. But you, as a man, if you would say this on the internet, it will be a way bigger problem. But she Billie Eilish. She can say what she want to say. I guess no consequence.
Hot girl, they can be horrible. You're still ugly, though. Can't change that. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why guys with small dicks get huge mansions
Billy.
to make up for it, or really nice cars.
Billy.
The thing is, Billie Eilish is not even cute like that. Like, she not. Like, she's just famous and she can make songs or whatever. Which I don't even listen to music, so I don't listen to her. But, wow. This is coming from this. I'm not even going to say that, but this is. She lame to me. This is lameness. This is her, because if somebody was saying this to her, she'd be all feelings hurt, playing victim, acting like, oh, well, why would men say this about somebody, man? She's just lame. Women can, not all women, but a small amount of women get on social media and talk like this, and people think that some men think like all women act like this. That ain't true. It's just this is the loudest people. The dumbest people always seem to be the loudest.
Is this the same Billie Eilish that spoke about the insecurities that she has about her own body in the past, and now she is one of the faces of the body positivity movement? So I guess body positivity only matters if you're a girl or a good-looking guy, because ugly guys should just go find a place to die. And this is what I'm saying. These people don't even believe any of this.
If you're not attractive, nobody cares. Like, they put you down. If you're fat, if you're, if your genitalia ain't what people think it should be, all of that, it is what it is. People gonna roast your ass for it. It's just life. Nobody gives a fuck. It is what it is. You gotta move on. Somebody always gonna say something about you.
Stuff. They just want to have a cause. Like, stop having a cause. You're 16 years old. Go make a few mistakes, right? Like, all of these high school kids, they have causes. Don't have a cause. Go make kiss somebody. Go on a date. Have actual interactions with human beings and stop being online all day. You make all of your money from whispering on your songs about anxiety and depression, and I get it. Everybody has their hustle. But what I'm saying is, you're 18 years old and you're a multi-millionaire from slanging anxiety and depression. Cheer up. It ain't that bad. People in the middle class are losing their livelihoods and their families. I mean, there are medical workers that are like, hey, you guys called us heroes 16 months ago, and now you're saying that we have to be fired because we don't have a vaccine. And Billie Eilish is just like, but what about body positivity? I mean, this is literally just rich people convincing poor people to be mad at each other because of body positivity or because of what gender you are, because of what color your skin is, while they're laughing to the bank. I mean, before the pandemic, the 10 richest men in the world were worth a total of $700 billion. Fast forward to now, they're worth $1.5 trillion. That's not even a real number. And Billie Eilish is just like, body positivity. And all of the people that are listening to her, that are in the middle class or that are poor, are just yelling and clapping and cheering as if she's the new Jesus Christ. Sounds like a distraction to me.
I don't know. I mean, I've always felt
he went in on her for like 2 minutes straight, like just straight killing her. Like, what she said was lame. Like, what she said was stupid, but hey, she can get away with it because she's Billie Eilish.
most responsible adults kind of see it as a grass is greener thing. Men have it hard in some areas, women have it hard in other areas. No, that's not true because there's no such thing as sexism against men. How do you figure? Because society hates women. Why do you think that? Because it's never sexist against men. Look at all these reasons that prove society is unfair to women. This proves we live under patriarchy. Look at all these ways in which society is unfair to men. Those don't count. If society exists to privilege men and oppress women, those things can't be the result of sexism. No. If society exists to privilege men and oppress women, those things wouldn't happen.
Exactly.
What you're doing is rejecting evidence that men have it difficult in some areas so that you won't have to adjust your original theory that sexism only happens to women. That's called circular reasoning. Look, I can do it too. We live under matriarchy. Look at all these reasons why. See how hard men have it? You're selectively editing out the negatives of being a woman. Look at all these ways in which women have a hard time. Oh, sweetie, no, those don't count because we live under matriarchy. By definition,
That's exactly what they do. That's literally what happens. Your problems don't matter, just mine.
Oh, please, give me one example of why men have it hard, besides all of the examples you've given. Okay, men make up 93% of workplace fatalities, and no one ever talks about it. Well, yeah, but that's only because women are kept out of dangerous careers as a result of sexism. Unbelievable, unbelievable. I just pointed out one of the most horrific examples of sexism that exists against men, and you still find a way to make women the victims. We are...
He laid this out perfectly. He laid it out perfectly. He gave the circular reasoning argument. He put it out there. He broke it down perfectly, and still, the person they ain't trying to hear it. It's usually how it goes when you're talking to these people.
Are the victims? It's called benevolent sexism. Benevolent sexism? You mean female privilege?
The guy who edited this is the GOAT.
It's not privilege. It's just being given a nicer and easier way through life as a result of the way you were born. Yeah, okay, two can play that game. Give me an example of sexism against women. The wage gap? The wage gap only happens because men are discouraged from taking care of their children and working less hours. The wage gap is actually just benevolent sexism towards men. Poor me. No! Benevolent sexism against men can't exist because we live under a patriarchy. How loudly do I have to say this before it becomes true? You know what? I don't need this. I have to go anyway. I'm late for a seminar I'm attending. What's the seminar about? Why gendered language is problematic. So stop mansplaining at me so I can go be a patriarchy-fighting feminist.
And that's it. The truth of the matter is there are pros and cons to everything. There are pros and cons to being a man. There are pros and cons to being a woman. The problem is the feminist movement shines a light on all of the cons of being a woman while conveniently enough ignoring all of the pros. And sometimes as human beings, we have a tendency to focus on the cons. For example, airplanes. We have this beautiful technology that can now connect me with my loved ones all the way across the world, sometimes within the same day. And in 40 years, we start dropping bombs out of them. Another example, cell phones. A human with an average cell phone right now has better communication technology than the president of the United States did 60 years ago, right? So you can use it to access the entirety of all human knowledge, or you can use it to spend all of your time on Twitter complaining about the patriarchy. It's your choice. You can focus on the pros or you can focus on the cons. And generally speaking, when you focus on the cons, you go into a negative mindset that prevents you from growing as a human being. That's honestly just a part of the duality in life. There's always pros and cons. There will always be pros and cons. There's no way to get away from that. Till next time.
Meet Max.
So basically, Poor Man Podcast is saying that it's pros and cons of being female and man. Everybody knows that there's pros and cons. No one has it more harder than anybody else. Everybody has their own struggle. Unity should be the goal, but on this internet, division makes money, so therefore division is what is being made. Because what's going to make money? A video made about unity, or a video about division, controversy? So it's that. Plus, people who actually believe it, like Billie Eilish, actually believe their dumb comments. You know what I'm saying? Like, they actually believe what they're saying. So, but you know, if let somebody with a call Billie Eilish ugly, which she not like she cute or nothing like that to me. She not cute at all to me. But let's say somebody call her, you know, fat or ugly in public. You know, that person would be persecuted. But you know, she's body shaming men because they genitalia and them calling them ugly, but it's okay because it's Billie Eilish. She can do what she wants. She can say what she wants. That's a privilege right there. But it is what it is. This has been a good video by Poor Man Podcast. I'm gonna link the original video in the description. And this has been Dave Views, and I am out. Peace.